get this one started. They're just about ready to kick it away. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Okay, so here comes the offense for the first time today. And here comes the quarterback, and one thing you know for sure, with this team, as he goes, so goes the offense.
And he's a big-time talent, Reese. This guy can hurt you in a multitude of ways, throwing and running the football. He's going to have to be dialed in, though, because this defense is going to give him a lot of different looks. It's really important mentally this QB is on his game.
Oh, that just really nice catch by the big tight end, throwing those mitts up there, catching the football.
That last completion sets him up on 2nd down. The pull and throw off the RPO. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the 1st down.
And there you see the bind that the RPO play can put a defender in. That linebacker had to make a decision. Was the running back going to get the ball? He thought so, so he bid up, and that allowed the slant to be thrown in behind.
With a 1st down, they'll snap it from the 32. Leaves it with the running back. Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36.
You know, it's so important for offenses to want to keep 3rd downs manageable. The way you do that is by having success like that, running the football on 1st down.
After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. Looking to pass, it's Frost. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's thrown to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got his man. And they exploited that soft spot, and they get it down to the 35.
How nice is it as a quarterback when you don't have to throw post routes to get great stats? No, I can just throw it quickly to one of the fastest players in the entire nation and let him burn this defense.
They've got the big fellas out there, a 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. Handoff to the single back. And that's a very productive 1st down play and bringing up 2nd and 3.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on 1st down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Nowhere to run on that when he loses 4 on the carry.
You know, the runner just has to have a little bit more patience, bounce that thing outside a little too early, and as a result, lost yards.
Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but now facing 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Pressure coming. And to get rid of it quickly. He'll just throw it away, and it'll be 4th down.
Well, on 3rd and short in field goal range, they dial up the pass play. Quarterback was trying to get through his progressions. There was just simply nobody open. Couldn't make an accurate enough throw. Ball falls incomplete. Now setting up a big decision here on 4th down.
Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to get the 3. Thought he had it and couldn't get it through the uprights. He missed it. And after the miss, guys, the score stays right where it is.
You can't miss opportunities like that. You're playing on the road in a hostile environment. You're trying to seize momentum right out of the gate. You get a nice drive to start the game, and then you miss the field goal. You don't get any points to show for that. If they're going to win this one, guys, they've got to take advantage of those types of opportunities.
The misfire on the 49-yard field goal attempt sets him up with pretty good field position at the 32. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
No gain on the play. 2nd down coming up.
And the Wildcats want to crank the tempo. power football with the run. Not much he could do there. Does pick up 2 to the 34.
You know, I think a big part of this isn't necessarily scoring a touchdown on that play, but you're just trying to get your offensive line in the rhythm of the game. Let those big fellas get lathered up.
They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. They'll put the tight end in motion. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Just threw that one away to avoid disaster.
And this is why you don't want to get in these situations. 3rd and long, defense knows it's pass. They're playing pass, playing deep. QB has nowhere to go with the football, so he just throws it away.
Northwestern will send out the punt team. They'll look to pin them deep. He'll call for the fair catch here. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Off the play fake on 1st down. Fires to the middle. And the pass hits, picked off. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Most defenses are lucky if you have one good covering corner. Fewer are lucky if you have 2. They've got 3 DBs, 3 corners that can play at the same time in their nickel package that they feel can go mano-a-mano with anyone in the country. And you saw it on that last play coming right at the pick.
The Wildcats have it back. The Northwestern offense headed out. After punting the last time they had it, they ought to be set up for a much better result with this drive.
This offense better be licking their chops. You're not going to start with better field possession than this all game did.
You ain't lying. Forget about the last possession and what we did. You're already in scoring position. Take care of that football. Make sure you get some points.
Got 3 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 7. From the gun, they'll try the middle. Going to be a gain of about 3 down to the 21. Already in chip shot field goal range at the 21, but this 3rd and short, they're still thinking touchdown. From the gun, wants to pass. Catch in the middle, it's Gordon. Really nice job there by both guys to throw and the catch to work that defense and get the 1st down. Ever since they invented the forward pass, the tight ends have been running the drag and getting the 1st down.
I think it's because the tight ends is so much versatility. You know, they can block and stay in the formation, or they can release and come out. But either way, if the quarterback's patient most of the time, that drag route's going to come open.
From the shotgun, they'll run it. And they corral him at the 2-yard line.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like, the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Snap it to the back. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Northwestern! Well, 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 somebody's been doing their box jumps.
You ain't lying. Getting up in the air. Hey, listen, I'm taking a picture of that, saving it. That might be my screensaver on my phone. That vertical way up in the air.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And finish the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. They're lining up to boot it away. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. They go to the draw. He'll be stopped just short of the 20 at the 19. Give him 1.
The big defensive tackles in the middle, they're not always the best pass rushers, but they are strong, and I say country strong. They put their hands on you, you feel it. They lock people out on the line of scrimmage. They create separation. They wrap running backs up, and usually they don't get out of the midst of those big boys.
Back to throw, it's Frost. Safe completion on the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down.
I know everyone's yelling, like, you didn't get the first down, we need more yards. But when you think about it, nice short completion, sets up a 3rd down. And guess what? Nowadays, 4th down, green light. We're going to go for it anyways.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. He'll loft one deep down the left side. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down.
Man, that's a couple bad throws. Last possession obviously ends in an interception by this quarterback, and now you throw another one, in harm's way. You got to make sure you're throwing to the open guy. Make sure you're taking care of that football. We can't have any more turnovers.
4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. Makes a move. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. The Northwestern offense returns to the field. What a good mix of plays, keeping that defense off balance. Looking for the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Northwestern. That was just as simple as playing catch in warm-ups.
And this offense felt like they could take advantage of this defense down the field, throwing the football. They've got a lot of speed on the perimeter, and I feel like they've got some matchups they feel they should be winning one-on-one. Saw a great example of it right there.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. That's the kind of drive everybody loves. So see quarterback, one snap, put it in the end zone. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Ran to that daylight to pick up 6 to the 22.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get first downs, and ultimately get some points.
6-yard pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and 4. To the air, it's Frost. Fires to the wideout. Makes the grab. And they bring him down, but did you see this freshman rifle that thing in there?
First down for the offense.
Guys, we've come to the end of the period, and Northwestern has the lead here. They wanted to strike first and strike hard, and they've been able to do that here in the first quarter as we take a look at the stats. Now the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the second. Handoff to the single running back. And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down.
The run game just has not been working for this offense all game long. You saw it on that last play as well. Just not getting enough push up front on the offensive line. They haven't been physical enough.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. He's looking to throw. He makes the connection. He stopped at the 48, a pickup of 10 on the play.
That receiver found the open space in the zone coverage, and as a defense, honestly, you just throw your hands up on that because they covered it pretty well. It was just a good play call and really nice execution.
Not the most productive half for this offense so far, but finally starting to get it in gear. 1st and 10. Gives it to the back on the draw. A most efficient pickup of 6 on first down. It's 2nd and 4.
Yeah, this coaching staff, they're getting this offensive line lathered up and into a rhythm. Now they're letting them drive off the ball on first down on these running plays, and they're getting chunks of yardage.
Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. He's looking to throw. And the defense is all over the quarterback, and down he goes.
And it's such an advantage for this defense to have an outside linebacker like that can rush the passer, because they can set the edge. They can get off the ball, and they're just way too fast for tight ends or for offensive tackles to get out and block.
Third down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. Pocket starts to collapse.
I mean, how long do you want your secondary to hold up? I know it's a night game, but they just held up all night on that play. Unbelievable job sticking with the wide receivers, taking away the downfield pass. All that time and nobody comes open, that says something about your defense.
The punt team makes its way onto the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And the ball hits at the 3 and gets into the end zone. It'll be a touchback. The Wildcats have it back. The Northwestern offense headed out. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. Makes the tackle at the 30 after he picked up 10.
Well, they pick up the first against zone coverage. The biggest key there is the quarterback understanding that A, it's zone, but B, what kind of zone is it? Is it 1 high safety? Is it 2 high safeties? And then you know instinctively where your best throw, where your highest percentage completion is based on what type of zone coverage it's going to be.
Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. Working the middle. Hit the afterburners, kid. And the defense couldn't corral him, and he took it all the way. Touchdown, Wildcats.
This guy is officially a problem. His 2nd receiving touchdown of the game. Nice job by the offense, too. If I've got a matchup I like, continue to pick at it until they stop it.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they're up 21-0. You want to see quick strike ability? It was epitomized there. 2 plays, 80 yards, touchdown on the board. The kickoff team on the field as they'll send this one away. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. And the offense takes the field eager to go back to work. He'll start this drive firing. Makes the grab. It's Young. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. That was a really nice catch and an even better run after the grab.
Yeah, and get that ball to your playmaker. What's good about having him in the slot is he can go either direction. You can get him matched up on somebody that's not as fast, and you watch, he can run away from those linebackers or safeties.
Dropping back, it's Frost. Tight end finds a soft spot. He stopped at the 49 after gaining 10. Ooh, boy, this freshman quarterback has a hose. Did he zing that thing in there?
Well, they pick up the first against zone coverage. I think a big part of this for young quarterbacks out there is if you're going to be throwing into zone coverage, you got to throw on time. You can't stare down receivers because the entire defense has their eyes on you, so you can't telegraph where the ball's going. You've got to hold it to the very last possible second. Try to freeze defenders with your eyes and then throw.
And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
I know it's early in this game, but man, this defense has had their number. They've done a great job, already built a huge lead, now getting this offense in a situation where they got to pass the football, and they better protect their quarterback better than they are right now.
That offense having to deal with the last thing you want on first down, giving up a sack as they come up to the line on second down. Shakes off the defender.
Great running backs consistently make people miss. And he did a really good job of breaking one tackle, but he couldn't do it to the next, and to the next, and to the next. The offensive line will have to do a lot better job, giving them some more space so we can get out in the open field and make some plays for this offense.
And we might as well state the obvious. First and second down didn't work out. Third and very long. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Hit as he throws. Makes his connection. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on third down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. Whoop-de-doo. You've set up fourth and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
And the punt will hit at the 7, and they can't corral it. It goes into the end zone. It'll come out to the 20. They go to the ground. Found a little bit of running room, knocked down at the 24 after a pickup of 4.
And it's just simple. Simple first down run, showing your physicality, setting your offense up in a good spot.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. From the gun, running back gets to give. Good blocking, good running, pickup of 6 out to the 30.
I like it. Just frustrate the defense. Get that 5 to 6 yards. Make them honor the run. Make them know that you're willing to run the football and run it effectively.
This is where you make the money on the drives. Ball at the 30, it's 3rd and short. They'll try to power their way ahead. They get him on the ground, but not before he gets enough for the first down.
3rd and inches, everybody knows what's coming, but it's so dang hard to stop. And you better get penetration with that defensive line. They didn't do a good enough job. Running back falls forward and does his job.
First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and they will try to build on what has already been a dominant first-half performance. Northwestern comes to the line with a fresh set of downs. They've got him looking run. Now they're going to throw it. Gets open down the middle. Tackled immediately after the catch.
And I think you're seeing these guys in every offense now. These littler guys that they're so quick, it's hard to get a hand on them. Run crisp routes. You can throw it short, you can throw it long, but they're just big-time playmakers. You've definitely seen an emphasis shift towards smaller wide receivers with some serious skill.
He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on second down. Now it's 3rd down.
Really nice play by the defender, being in a good position for that deep ball down the field, not letting the receiver put his big body on him, go up over top. The only thing that could have been better is that thing tipped to another defender, and it was an interception, but great coverage by the defender.
Fast motion from the offense. Out of the shotgun on 3rd down. Got his man quickly. Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line.
That is going to drive this defensive coordinator nuts. A lot of DCs, they focus a ton of energy on how their unit performs on 3rd down and in the red zone. If this defense gives up a couple more 3rd down conversions like that, they're going to be in for a very unpleasant film session on Monday.
Unloads to the wideout. It's caught. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down.
This offense is clicking, and clearly everything is working. The offensive coordinator's calling good plays. The quarterback and his unit is executing. And this defense right now, they have no answers.
Now on the move at the 28-yard line on first down. Pulls it in. It's Johnson.
And that's a really nice route by the wide receiver, just understanding I got to win right now. I got to get inside of that guy, and I know I'm going to get contact. You run over the middle of the field on a slant, you're going to get hit. Nice job securing the catch, making the play.
They'll immediately call timeout. Here comes the offense on second down. He's looking to throw. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
I think as a quarterback, you get in your mind before the snap a lot of times where you're going with the football, and sometimes you lock on it a little bit too long, and right there I think he did. He'd probably want that throwback.
Already in chip shot field goal range at the 21, but this 3rd and short, they're still thinking touchdown. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. And he gets it down to the 4-yard line before he's finally stopped. A terrific run after the catch.
Well, this offense has come out slinging the pill. They are throwing it. They are trying to be aggressive. We're only in the 2nd quarter, guys. Already, this guy has over 200 yards passing.
This offense has put on a display in the first half, and they have... He makes the catch in the end zone. Touchdown, Wildcats!
And how about the offense? They spread them out. Everybody spread wide. Easier to read a defense when you do that. They find the matchup they want, and they get rewarded with the score.
He'll try to tack on one more.
For the extra point.
And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. So it's an 80-yard drive, and they cap the drive with a 4-yard touchdown pass. Just about set to kick it away.
Set to kick this one away.
Coming out with it, it's Hardy. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Clock is wound down, just over 20 seconds to go before the break. They'll have it 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. Finds his man down the middle. Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a 1st down.
And a really good job by the quarterback being very decisive. He saw his matchup, he went for it, he attacked it, got the positive gain. I would say he's going to find that guy a few more times today.
Just enough time to get off one more snap. The give. And he's able to get some positive yardage before he's brought down, and that'll bring us to halftime. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Just about set for the 2nd half kickoff.
Set to kick it off.
From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out.
Return.
I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. They'll throw it on 1st down. It's complete to the left. He stopped just a chain link or 2 away from the 1st down and sets them up beautifully here.
This is a very tough slot receiver to cover if you're a linebacker because of how quick and how shifty he is. You never seem to know which way he's going, and he always seems to create an open space for his QB.
Looking for room, it's Porter.
And this brings up a 3rd down and identical situation, right? Like, do I want to be physical? Do I want to run the football? Or do I maybe want to take a shot? It's always interesting. These situations in football always come down to aggressiveness. How aggressive do you want to be? Because, Palmer, you kind of know what kind of coverage you're going to get.
Yeah, and I think for this running back, too, knowing him, he's just super competitive. He's going to want an opportunity to get another crack at this right now and really sort of get himself lathered up into the rhythm of this game. I give him another shot, Toby Rockero.
In halftime in this locker room, there was a lot of positive things to talk about. You got the lead, but you know what else will be positive, Palmer? Get the running game going early in this 2nd half.
You're absolutely right here, and I think this coaching staff is going to try to put this game on the offensive line a little bit. Let these guys take this thing over, be physical, and push this defense around.
Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch. And he unleashed the RPMs on that pass. Man, this sophomore has an arm.
1st down for the offense.
Northwestern coming to the line with another 1st down. He'll do it himself. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play.
Man, these read options are so hard to diagnose, just like right there. He picks up a little chunk of yards, not a big chunk, but it's so easy when you run the read options.
Why is that? Why is it easy?
Because if you want to play fast to the football, well, then fine, I'm going to pull the ball right now and to use your aggressiveness against you. But if you want to sit back, then fine, I'm going to give the ball right now and get a little chunk of yards.
Hey, get him on the ground after he gets enough to move the sticks.
All right, defense, that's what we can't do. We can't give up this many chunk yards on the ground. Got to commit more guys to the line of scrimmage. Got to get those running backs on the ground. That's way too easy.
Northwestern ready to dial one up on first down. Motion from the offense. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Working that left side now. Just finds that little crevice, and he's still up. And another big game for this offense. They are putting explosive pass after explosive pass up in this one.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
A first down run on the doorstep. Touchdown, Northwestern! And the beatdown has ensued. Up and over, Yamo be there into the end zone.
And you don't want to leave your feet very often in football, but this is one of those areas where you do. In the end zone, near the goal line, you smell it. A lot of bodies in front of you. Just get up, get over top of them, get that touchdown.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. And the offense takes the field ready to go back to work. He's stuffed after picking up one to the 23.
And sticking to the run. I tell you what, a lot of teams that are really good are really stubborn, and they continue to run the football even with little success. So this offense is going to continue to focus on running the football. You can tell.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. To the air. It's Frost. Finds his big tight end. And he might be known for one pitch, but that was a sure and heavy tackle on the tight end.
Well, a nice completion there, finding the tight end. And what's so beautiful about that is while they didn't get the first, they were able to pick up enough yards now to make the third down manageable, really putting this offense in a good position.
Ball sitting right at the 30. It'll be 3rd and short. Off the RPO, complete. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch.
And that is why it's important to have success early in the drive, because you set up 3rd and short. You can throw a slant in your sleep. That's going to get caught. You're going to move the sticks, and that's what the offense was able to do.
Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. Getting some heat. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
Yeah, it fell incomplete because you did a great job of getting to the quarterback. He's in the pocket. Yeah, he's comfortable, but you get in there and you get a hit on him. Now he feels it, can't throw the football, can't follow through with his arm motion. Nice job by the defense.
He wants to throw it again. Nothing doing downfield. He'll cut his losses and throw it away. It'll be 3rd down. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Fires to the big fella. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. He just didn't have a chance to get loose and make his way to that first down marker.
I think fans get upset sometimes, like run your route past the sticks so we get the first down, but nice job by the defense understanding where the sticks were and forcing the fourth down.
Fourth down, and the punt team sends it the other way. On the move, looking for a little sliver of hope. He gets a block. He's going to get loose. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. He did that one all by himself. Make a few guys miss, turn on the afterburners, and boom, everybody's toast.
And that's why you got him back deep, because that guy can do that. You got to be explosive and quick and have good vision, and you see all those things on one punt return. Takes it back to the house, makes people miss, turn it on the gas. Great job, great return.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, the lead is even bigger. So his big play capability was on full display in that one as he took that punt back for the touchdown. The kickoff team is out there after that last punt return for a touchdown. Let's see if we get another big special teams play. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Wideouts all wadded up in a bunch. To the air, it's Frost. Fires to the tight end. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down. And they bring him down, but did you see this freshman rifle that thing in there? Now on first down from the 30. He's going to pass. Makes the grab on the left. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one.
Well, you can tell those two have been practicing the out route all off-season long. They look like they could have completed that in their sleep.
Got the completion on the last play. Still some work to do on second down. He's looking to throw. That's caught. It's Young. And they get to him and knock him down to prevent a bigger gain.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm.
4 punts already, and they've got to convert here to avoid a 5th. On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up on the ground here. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short.
And that's a nice stop by this defense. Nice job stopping the run, setting up 4th and inches. Listen, this is a no-brainer. If I can't get inches, I don't deserve to win. I'm coming downhill. I'm playing physical. I'm picking my play, whether it's quarterback sneak, fullback dive, whatever it is that we do great, and I'm going to get my inches.
He'll field the punt and see what he can get. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. The Northwestern offense returns to the field. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, David. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Here's the handoff. Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making the good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
After the strong run on 2nd down, 3rd down coming. Do they do it again? They'll try to get the first through the air. What a job to lay out and make the catch.
First down for the offense.
And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the fourth. The give to the back. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
Second down coming up.
Kept it on the ground on 1st down. Now back to the line. They're looking for an advantage to the right. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Looking to move the chains. They throw it complete to the left. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the 1st down marker.
Coming up, 4th down.
Northwestern will have to punt it away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. And that is just about a perfect punt as he pins them deep inside the 10-yard line. Wants to throw on 1st down. The short hands, it's Young. They make the stop right there. Good pickup. It's still short of the 1st down.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the 1st down.
A little bit more to go after that last completion. They'll try to pick it up on 2nd down. Back to pass, it's Frost. Finds his tight end. He'll make the stop at the 21 after a pickup of about 5.
They pick up the 1st down on the drag route. I know that seems like a simple route, but it's actually a lot more complex than what it looks like because that route changes based on whether it's man or zone. If it's man coverage, he's flying across the field. If it's zone, he's got to sit down over the ball in a soft spot, giving his quarterback a place to go with it. Nice job of those guys being on the same page there.
Got a man, it's Young. Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the 1st down.
You just get the feeling this defense is going to make it hard on them, right? They've got the lead, it's late, and they're going to try to tackle everybody inbounds. Offense is going to have to really work for this and be smart. You got to attack the sidelines. You got to throw 1st downs. You got to keep this thing moving vertically down the field.
Throws for the tight end. He's got it. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a 1st down.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game, but trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little bit of momentum and gain a little bit of confidence that they can keep coaching up heading into their next game.
Trying to find his man on 1st down. Just masterful working that sideline and getting the toe down for the catch.
That looks like a real simple play by the wide receiver, but give him a ton of credit. That was an excellent route. He never telegraphed that he was breaking to the outside. Kept his eyes downfield, so when he cuts, he's able to get maximum separation from the defender, and that's why that play is successful.
The aerial assault continues. They're setting up the screen. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning.
Well, this defense is extremely disciplined. Right there, 1st down screen pass. It doesn't fool them. Nice play.
Now on 2nd down. Looking downfield, it's Frost. He's got his man. And he'll be brought down.
Love the location of the throw on that slant pass. Put it out in front of the receiver, put it on his face mask so he can catch it and try to advance.
This 3rd down play more than manageable from the 24. Can the defense stand tall? Looking to throw for it. Snagged in the middle, it's Young. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down.
It's tough on the defense there. Third down, you're in zone coverage. Everybody's watching the quarterback, and you're trying to make a break on the ball, but he just got it out of his hands too quickly, and the throw was too accurate. Really nothing you can do there, and it's now a fresh set of downs.
They'll leave it with him. And they drag him down, but not before he picks up the first down.
Yeah, and a nice big pickup on the ground. Palmer, you could have used some of this earlier in the game. Are you calling runs at this point?
No, I'd be a little bit more aggressive, I think, throwing it. I think part of it right now is because the defense, they've got the lead big. They're just playing a little bit more zone, a little bit more prevent. They're fine letting this offense just chip down the field, but they're wasting time off the clock.
Got it! Makes the grab and steps into the end zone for the touchdown.
Yeah, good for them. They put together a drive. They got a touchdown. It's been a bad day. I mean, this is a day they're going to want to forget. They're getting destroyed, but at least you get some positive vibes. Maybe finish this game on a little bit of a high note, a little bit.
On to attempt the try.
The kicker is on for the extra point.
Hit that one with some aggression for the point after. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown.
To advance on the football.
On the move from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Wildcats have it back. The Northwestern offense headed out. They missed an opportunity to extend this lead the last time they had it, Jesse.
Yeah, they got to be able to regain that momentum, right? Go back to what was working earlier on in this one. And, David, to me, that starts with being the more physical team.
No, I definitely agree. Being the more physical team, but understanding the situation of the game. You're still winning. You got the football back. Now put a nice drive together and execute.
Second and very short here for the offense. They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side. Still running at the 40. And he's running in the open. He was loose and setting sail, and they stop him at the 6-yard line.
Every time he touches the ball, you can feel the excitement from this home crowd because Palmer, he can go the distance with that game-breaking speed.
You're right, David. He's a special talent. I'll tell you, these fans, they come here to see this guy play because he has game-breaking speed. Stuff you can't coach. You saw it on that play.
Northwestern will line up with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Touchdown, Northwestern. And the pummeling has started.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me or I should get concerned because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And he got into the house from the 6 to finish it. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Here comes the offense on 1st down. They're going to open this drive with a pass. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
Feeling some heat. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Defense coming up with a huge fumble recovery. And maybe this guy was hoping somebody would bail him out, like a tuck rule or something.
Not going to be so lucky this time around. Give the defense credit. This pass rush is serious. It's real. And this quarterback is now going to have to play with a clock in his head that's going off just a little bit quicker. He's got to do a better job understanding when to get rid of it.
They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
Man, this has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
Lining up to add another.
The kicker on for the extra point.
And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. That's exactly what you want to do when you have that type of field position. Strike quickly, and they did. One play, and they put it on the board. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. To the air on 1st down. Fires left. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. To the 43-yard line and a 1st down for this offense.
Well, there's an example of how this tight end can be a big weapon in the passing game. That time on the corner route. Does a nice job separating from the defender and hauling in the catch.
Open a drive like that, it opens a world of possibilities. 1st down from the 43. He wants to throw. Got his man in the middle. And oh, he was off to the races after the catch, and they finally drag him down.
I'll tell you, man, I love quarterbacks that have arm talent, but that can throw it accurately at the same time, and you saw all of it on that in route.
Just inside the 40-yard line, it's 1st and 10 from the 39. They're working that left side. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down.
And this offense is going to have to find more explosive plays. And it can't just rely on the dink and dunk. It's going to have to find itself and score more points. Listen, they got beat up today. But moving on in the future, they've got some good pieces. They got to find a way to fit them together, create some explosive plays on this offense, because today they've been lacking.
Nothing to do with the football, and he just throws it away. It'll be 3rd down.
It's a nice adjustment by the defense here. With a big lead in the game, you're putting extra DBs on the field, knowing the offense has to throw to get back in this one in the 4th quarter. So your best cover guys on the field, and they force an incompletion on the last one.
3rd and short, coming from the 34. You wonder if this is 4-down territory. A shot toward the end zone. And it's intercepted. A turnover for the defense. They get him on the ground after the turnover, but there is a flag on the field, and we'll see if that will be a reprieve for this offense. Thought he had the huge play with the interception. Instead, nabbed for PI, and it'll be 1st down for this offense. From the red zone, looking for a man. Using the quick game. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker.
And this game is obviously out of hand. But I think the fans would argue, too, at this point, like, all right, well, let's not throw checkdowns, right? Let's throw some deep balls and continue to open up this offense and keep fighting. I think that's what you want to see. You want to see your squad not quit. Keep fighting until the very end of the football game.
It's complete on the right side. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play, in prime position for a score.
And that's good enough for a 1st down.
Well, they say you win a few, you lose a few, and some get rained out. It would have been good for this team if this one had gotten rained out, because they lost badly.
Yeah, not a lot to be too proud about in this one here. Good news is you get to go back to the drawing board. You get to go back, you get to have another week of practice as a coaching staff, try and find ways to get players in position to go out and make plays. Gonna need a big locker room speech after this one, David.
Yeah, and you're going to watch this tape, and it's going to hurt because you're going to watch with your coaches, and you're going to see the mess-ups and all the things you could have done better, but you got to learn from it. You got to get better. You got to grow, and that's how that works.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, our entire broadcast team, I'm Reese Davis. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.